Hey there, I'm Tracy,
And I'm Ashley Hammonds.
owners of At Home Texas Real Estate.
And we want to welcome you to the Charmer. This is a historic home that we have been renovating, and we wanted you to be the first to see it. Come on in. Welcome to the living room of the Charmer.
You know, one of the things that we had to do to update this place was we had these windows behind us changed out to clear glass. When we bought the place, there was these stained glass dragon windows that I really wanted to keep because I thought they looked fantastic, but Ashley said they just didn't match the home.
No, they definitely didn't. So we went back and forth on replacing these windows or not to make them more energy efficient like new homes are. But we found that most of the window glass in these homes are the original lead glass. You can tell by the ripple effect. So when you're looking through an older home, if the window is not just clear, it has a little bit of a ripple to it, usually that indicates that it's original lead glass.
We also thought that these windows being covered by the porch would help the efficiency of the home, and we didn't want to take away the charm that was there.
Absolutely.
Now, believe it or not, one of the places in this home that needed the least amount of work was this fireplace. All we did was touch it up a little bit, give it a good bath, and she's beautiful.
We even found that the marble of the fireplace cleaned up very well, and we decided to keep with the original charm of the home.
Ready to check out the dining room?
Let's go. So welcome to the dining room. In here we also still have the original windows. We still have the ripple effect with the lead glass. And here is a door that goes out to the outside. We felt that this door was probably original to the home, so decided to keep it. The only thing we had to do is install this little speakeasy that was missing.
One of the other things that we decided to keep were these pocket doors. You know, a lot of houses don't have these days, and people have gone to the barn door. But we felt that these pocket doors, looked really good in here, and we felt that somebody may want to use them to divide the space later.
Absolutely, and we really didn't do anything to those pocket doors. We just cleaned them up a little bit. They rolled great just like that.
Another arm wrestle that we had was about this wainscoting.
Now, flipping homes, everything's not easy. I wanted to paint this wainscoting.
I wanted to keep it.
So you saw who wins here, but I got to win on changing out this light. It was a big floral light that actually looked like it was in the 90s, and we wanted to bring in the charm of the home, so we went with a more period piece.
When we first walked into this kitchen, it was definitely from 1990.
Absolutely 1990s. Also, this wall continued on to the next door, and we decided to push it out into the bathroom. You'll see that the bathroom is gigantic, so it could spare a little bit of room for us to add a spot for the refrigerator and a nice coffee bar.
Well, you remember that island you had to trip over right here in the middle of the kitchen as well. It made access to the pantry really difficult, and it just didn't make this kitchen flow very well.
And what is so great is that these are still the original floors. That island was put in after the fact, and it didn't ruin the floors. There's no discoloration. You can't even tell there was an island here.
We tried to keep it simple too. You remember those double windows that were in these frames?
Yes.
And it made this space feel really, really dark. So we opened those double windows up, went with a cased window, custom glass cut into those windows, and just went with butcher block countertops just to help keep this simple in here and to help make this house feel more like a home.
We also went with the apron sink, which would bring back to the time period of the home, because we're wanting to bring in modern features like the microwave and oven, but we also wanted it to look time period appropriate.
Let's go check out that original piece in the downstairs bathroom.
Sounds good to me. And here's the downstairs bathroom. When we spoke in the kitchen earlier, we talked about taking space away from a bathroom. This gigantic bathroom had all that space that we took.
It definitely doesn't need any more space than it has now.
Absolutely, there's still so much room in here. And to keep the house and all the bathrooms cohesive, again, we went with the subway tile for all three bathrooms to match.
Want to talk about some charm? Look at this piece. We were out in the carriage house, most people would call it a garage, just outside, which we also refinished. We found this original piece out of the kitchen and just felt like we had to refinish it and put it somewhere in the house. And in this bathroom as a linen closet, turned out to be the perfect place.
We already had the bathroom design put together when we found this piece. And it just so happened we had the perfect spot in our design to stick it right here.
So here we are in one of the downstairs bedrooms. Now, when we bought this house, it had 4 doors leading in and out of this bedroom. We took 2 of them out so it could be more private.
Also, this room was very dark and gloomy. All the walls were a dark, rough-cut cedar. We decided to keep that cedar and just paint it to brighten up this room, since it kind of looks like a tongue-and-groove lap siding that is period appropriate, but it's also something that has come back into style in the recent years. When we first purchased this home, this bedroom was not considered a bedroom. There was a bar here that we had to remove, as well as these windows were all boarded up, and we had to replace them because of past break-ins, we believe.
Do you remember that trophy case that used to be over here? Big glass wall, trophies everywhere. This guy was obviously a NASCAR fan or maybe even a stock car fan. And we had to take that, buy some more cedar, and turn this into a closet for the bedroom.
And here we are in the 4th bedroom of this home.
Behind us is where we took out some of the doors that led into that other bedroom.
Also, the ceiling in this is also a beadboard that matches the rest of the house. And if you recall, Tracy got his way and was able to keep the rest of the house wood. Lucky for me, it was already painted. It was painted an ugly green for sure. So we got to paint it.
So you got to update something actually. Behind this wall, we actually found a hidden chimney. Now, there was a stone chimney that matched the front of the house, but unfortunately, there was no fireplace attached to it.
I really wanted to keep it, but in this layout, it just was not feasible.
There was no room for a wood-burning stove, and that's what the chimney was designed for.
So the next person who purchases this home, you can knock out this wall and maybe get another chimney.
Actually, you and I also thought this staircase was refinished in the 90s. But when we redid the hardwood floors throughout, we had the same crew refinish these stairs so that they would match the house.
Absolutely. And something special about this staircase is there is a marble inlay here that actually matches the fireplace we spoke about earlier. So they match and are cohesive.
Let's head upstairs. We're standing here in the upstairs master bedroom of this 4-bedroom, 3-bath house. It features a full ensuite and this amazing balcony that overlooks Park Street.
Come on, let me show you the master ensuite. When we first purchased this home, it was very dark. We had dark blue tile throughout, and there was actually no window here. We uncovered this window during the renovation of this home and found that it was an original window and decided to keep it and bring this space up light and bright. We also went with a butcher block countertop and this sink to keep with the charm of an almost 100-year-old home. And this is a luxurious shower of the master bathroom. We went with penny tile on the floor and it circles all the way up to the roof for a cohesive look.
So moving down the hall to the upstairs bathroom, you guys come in, take a look around. We didn't have a whole lot of room to work with and we didn't want to start chopping up this older home. So we had to deal with the space that we had, but we did make a lot of upgrades. There was an old pedestal sink over here, the toilet was cramped in the corner, and the shower actually cut off right at the end of where the bathtub is now. So we brought in a nice subway tile seat and did subway tile all the way around and just made this bathroom as light and bright as we could with the space that we had. Okay, here we are in an upstairs bedroom. Again, this room was very dark when we bought this home. It was blue and maroon and there was crayon marks all over the wall. The floors were tore up. This beam was some saw cut custom piece that just didn't match the home. So we wanted to bring in some elements in the home that helped it match what we felt like the home should, and that's why we changed the beam and we went with some lighter colors, helped bring in that light. And one of my favorite features of this home is this amazing loft.
Can you imagine all the fun your kids would have up here?
So now we've come full circle and we're back on the other side of this very large living room. And as you can see, the front porch wraps around.
Thank you so much for joining us today as we explore this historic home that has been newly renovated here in Texas.